We are about to do an unboxing for Spirit Keepers Revelation Edition. And before we get started, I just want to, bring up the live stream just in case there are people in the chat. And hopefully I've done this right. So please bear with me. Please bear with me. Okay. So let's go ahead and light some incense. There. Okay. So let's get started. So I just recently received in the mail, and by recent, I mean last week, I did actually try to do an unboxing video, but I can't remember what happened and things did not turn out right. And I think I know what it was. I couldn't get the camera position, but I think I have a temporary setup. And I wanted to go ahead and do the unboxing again. I had more than one copy of Spirit Keepers, so we will do this together. And I still have yet to completely go through all the cards. So here we are. This is Spirit Keepers Tarot by our beloved Benebell Wynn. This is the 3rd edition called Revelation. And this is the inside of the box. Isn't that beautiful? Benebell spares no detail when she creates her decks. For everything there is a rhyme. And there is a reason. So look at this beautiful inside of the box. Not sure what that is. But this is Latin in there, Dare to Know. And after dealing with 3 editions of her work, I am definitely interested in learning Latin. So her 3rd edition, and all of the editions come with a certificate of authenticity. And you can see this edition has 3,507 that were printed in this 1st edition. Unlike the 2 previous editions, where, let's see, the first one, there was 1,000 printed. The second one, there was 2,000. This one is 3,507. And there, if you did not pre-order, there are still decks available. So there you go. Here's the back of the certificate of authenticity. And she explains in detail on her website, what the different designs mean. Let's see, let me get this in. Oh, there we go. Okay. That is the back of the certificate of authenticity. And the box for the tarot deck is pretty much created as if it was a shrine to be used for the cards. So there you go. There's the inside of the box. So that was upside down. So I'll read the inside. It says, "Tell me what it is you seek. I will show you the way. Lay your fears by my feet. I will dispel them. Name what afflicts you. I can heal it." Let's see. There we go, right there. I can heal it. "Whatsoever you need, I shall provide. Here is your refuge. Here you will find sanctuary." Let me see if I can turn this light on. Nope. So we're not going to worry about that. And then the back of the box. "Beneficent in command and word was Isis, the goddess of magical spells. The company of gods rejoiced at the coming of Horus, the son of Osiris, the triumphant, whose heart was steadfast, son of Isis, heir of Osiris. Capri, creator of the gods, you are seated upon your throne, illuminating your mother Nut, bull of Amentet. Thoth, the King of eternity, you are with me. My hair is the hair of Nut, goddess of the sky. My face is the face of Aten, disk of the sun. My eyes are the eyes of Hathor, goddess of joy. My ears are the ears of Wep-Wawet, god of war. May the eye of Horus protect me, keep me in safety, and may my adversaries fall down headlong before me. And that is read from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. So let's leave that there. And let me get this light turned on so we can have a little bit more illumination. Yeah, let's see. Is that on? Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's see. There we go. Okay. And in Benabel's decks, they always come. This one came with a beautiful magnet, and it has anointing oil. You can see some of the anointing oil is still smudged on the back. I like to open it up and wipe it on the cards and on the box, and oh my gosh, it smells divine. And she always includes a little card. That's the Buddha and Kuan Yin on back, Amida Buddha and Kuan Yin. So let's set this box right over here. And her little white book this time comes in full color. And if you are familiar with Spirit Keepers, the first deck was black and white. The second deck, the first deck was black and white. The second deck was the Vitruvian edition, and that was in sepia tone. So it's sort of like spirit manifesting, coming in little by little. And this third edition is in full living color. So she has a nice little ample little white book. It is 83 pages. And in it also includes the I Ching trigram correspondences in the book. You can see there. And there's also Mayan counting also included on the cards. And we're going to look at the deck now. So the deck is full color, front and back, and it is gold gilded. And there is no lamination on the deck. So the deck is made of paper, so it will age. It was not created to endure forever, but to show the natural wear, which I think adds a wonderful beauty and grace to the deck, as well as lends to its specialness or its sacredness. So we're going to go ahead and turn the cards over, and let's see if I can get it in a good place so that you can clearly see the cards. So let's move this over to here. So in Benabel Wynn's Spirit Keepers Tarot, there are 80 cards, and 3 of the cards are 3 different versions of the Fool's card in Tarot. So we're just going to do a quick walkthrough. The first 0, the first Fool card, is the Initiate. Oh, let you look at the book. And in the little white book, let's read the little prayer that is included on the front cover. Angel who records, whose hand seals upon the book of remembrance, who bears witness to all, to enumerate every deed since creation. From the beginning of the world is this day. From my cradle to my grave, I invoke you to read to me, to show me to transcribe upon my heart, to place upon the mantle of my mind the pages of the book I petition for. Let it be the truth. Let that truth come what may, ever be used to work the highest good, and so may it be. And on the back of the book, tell me what it is you seek. I will show you the way. That's the Priestess card, the High Priestess. Lay your fears by my feet. I will dispel them. Name what afflicts you. I can heal it. Whatsoever you need, I shall provide. Here is your refuge. Here you will find sanctuary. So that's basically the prayer that is inside, in the inside cover of the box. Okay, so back to the deck. Let's get going. So we're just going to do a quick walkthrough. You have the Initiate. This is the first Fool's card. The Seeker. The Keeper. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Look at the Merkaba. And I love the halo. Very amazing. It's got a lot of movement in that. Oh, her deck. And her deck is sort of like a marriage, a child birthed out of between the Rider-Waite-Smith deck and the Thoth deck, both merging to come together, and basically Spirit Keepers holds its own. It has a rich heritage, and it comes out in a very living book of ageless wisdom for you to connect with. The Magus card. Divine powers of the mortal spirit. Oh, I forgot to read the little blurb at the bottom of the Fool's card. So the Initiate, spirit in search of experience. And then you have the Seeker, spirit in search of science. And you can see the hexagram, the trigram right on this side, and the Mayan count on the right side. And the final Fool's card, Key 0, the Keeper, spirit in search of petition. So we all start off as initiates, then as seekers, and then as keepers of tradition. Let me turn off this light. There we go. That's better. Okay. So when doing tarot reading with Benebell Wynn's deck, you can have the option of keeping all 3 Fool's cards in, or only using the card that you feel led to. It's just about keeping wisdom, keeping knowledge, keeping sacred action, or are you seeking something, or are you beginning a new journey? The Magus card. Divine powers of the of the mortal spirit. The Priestess, key number 2. Sanctuary of Isis. Spirit Keeper's Tarot is rich, rich, rich in multi-layers of symbolism. And in this Revelation edition, Benebell checked in with indigenous cultures all over the world. So all of our ancestors are included in this deck. And one of the things I enjoyed about the process that Benebell shared as she created this deck, and remember, this deck is hand-drawn and hand-colored on the digital tablet, but still she explains all of it on her website. And what she did when she was working on a particular card, and in order to really envelop and capture the spirit of that culture, not only did she study and did lots of digging and research into that culture. She actually cooked food from that culture while she worked on the deck. So this is the Priestess, Sanctuary of Isis. The Empress, Gloria Mundi, Orania's Gate. The Emperor, key number 4, Commander of Intellections. And notably, this particular card, the Emperor is if I recall, he is the son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. So this is King Menelik, I believe is how you pronounce it. King Menelik of Ethiopia. The Hierophant is the Buddha. Isn't that beautiful? So the Emperor was commander of intellections, the Hierophant, master of the arcanes. The Lovers, mystery of the covenant. And there's symbolism in the right-hand corner, the left-hand corner, down here at the bottom there. So the cards really use a lot of oracle, a lot of symbolism, a lot of history, pulling from various religions. It truly is a multicultural earth deck. The Chariot, Chariot of Osiris. The Force, key number 8, the Tamed Lion. And what is beautiful about the Spirit Keeper's work, Benebell Wynn's work, and even tarot in general, it's like the more you look at the cards, the more you read the cards at different phases in your life, different symbolism starts to open up to you. And say 6 months ago, when I looked at this card, there was a different feeling I had with the card. I don't mean the Revelations deck, but you know, the Vitruvian edition and the first edition, because some of the imagery is sort of the same, but then there's more layers that were added into it. And when I looked at the Force card the other day and saw the Philosopher's Stone on the hind quarters, it spoke to me in a way that it hadn't in the past. So that's wonderful. The Erudite, which is the Hermit card. Hermit of the Mysteries. And it shows a Shona priestess on there. Wheel of Life, key 10. The Sphinx, Destiny Turning. And again, this deck, the Revelation deck, is still available for purchase on Benebell's website. So you just want to go to www.benebellwyn.com and you spell her name, and I'll put it in the links below, BENEBELLWEN. So the Wheel of Life is the Sphinx, Destiny Turning, and you have the Justice card, key 11, the Chancellor, Angel of Justice. And the Hanged Man or Hanged One, key 12, becomes the Outlaw, Sacrifice and Redemption. The Death card is now the Reaper, key 13, Passages to Initiation. And that's an Egyptian deity right there. I'll have to look it up in the little white book. And again, Benebell Wynn spares no detail. The Book of Maps is, I think it's 722 pages for this book. So for those of us who really enjoy studying and researching and integrating information, I just want to show you the Vitruvian edition Book of Maps. It's a pretty heavy book. It's a good 2 inches thick And this book is 733 pages long. And the new book will be 722 pages long. So key 14, angel. The angel, a divine higher genius. And I like how there is a rainbow in the water. Rich in symbolism. The demon. So this is the traditional, the devil card. That's, of course, temperance. This is the devil card. The demon. Battling the typhoon. Typhon. I believe that's how you say it, or typhoon. 16, the tower. Material and spiritual colliding. Got the all-seeing eye right there. The healer for key number 17, gifts of the spirit. The necromancer. The necromancer. So I believe this is key 17 is the star card. Key 18 is the moon card. The necromancer. Look at that scarab. Isn't that beautiful? You have Anubis here. And you have the scales. You have the heart and the feather. The necromancer. Gateway of resurrection. And the cards have a nice weight about them. And they are gorgeous. Key 19, warrior. I believe this is the sun card in traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot. The warrior, master of the mystic light. Look at, there is just so much to be able to tell a story. So much detail. Oh, goodness. 20, which I believe is the judgment card in Rider-Waite-Smith, apocalypse. Last judgment. You have the 10 Sephirot. Is that the caduceus? Last judgment. And key 21 from the major arcana, New World Order. I used to have trouble with that title, but somehow I have it reconciled within myself. It's the New World Order that I have created in my life, individuated. And the New World Order is Crown of the Magi. So we're moving into the aces. So this is the Ace of Scepters, which I believe is the Ace of Wands. Hallowed Flame, Ace of Scepters, the Awakening. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? With the wand here. I imagine that sort of like a copper or a gold shaft. You have a black diamond and a white diamond there. The Holy Grail, Ace of Chalices, the Purifying. See the dove coming out. And the lotus blossoms. Ace of Swords, Sacred Word, the Crowning. Ace of Orbs or Pentacles, Bread of Life. Ace of Orbs, the Deepening. There is not a deck out there remotely close to this. The Discerning One, Two of Scepters, the Discerning One, Two of Scepters. So again, that's the wands. The Joined One, Two of Chalices. The Joined One, Two of Chalices. The Blind Seer. It's one of my favorite cards, Two of Swords. Don't ask me why. I love being in precarious positions and using your spidey senses. What's it gonna be? Two of Swords. Two of Orbs. Tension. Kind of looks like me, I think. I'm sure everyone's going to say that. This is Two of Orbs. Tension. The Politic. Three of Scepters. And she gives reason for the way she separates her deck and kind of journeys through everything. So you want to check all of that out in the Book of Maps. The Kindred, another one of my favorite cards. All of the cards in the tarot deck, and especially Benabel Wynn's deck. There's just stories upon stories. Look at that symbolism. This is the Kindred. Three of Chalices. Oh, and look at that. You have some runes down there at the bottom. So much to explore. Three of Swords, the Bereaved. Three of Swords, and look at that heart. And you can just faintly see the hieroglyphics in the background. Three of Swords. And also take note of the trigrams, the Bagua at the bottom of the deck, along with the Mayan count and the zodiac glyphs. The Mason, Three of Orbs, the Mason. Got the Philosopher's Stone right there in the middle. Archangel of Glory. And if I remember correctly, the archangels are Spirit Keeper's version of the king in the regular tarot, Rider-Waite-Smith. Archangel of Glory, Angel of Art and Grace. Archangel of Healing, Angel who salves and purifies. And as Benabel Wynn mentions, when she connected with the energy of the Spirit Keeper Tarot, it's not about male or female. It's about the energy of yin and yang. So, so masculine and feminine energy. So even if an image is an image of, say, a female, but if the energy is more of a masculine energy, say for instance like the Queen of Swords, it might have a masculine portrayal because it's portraying the energy as opposed to the actual gender. Archangel, oh wait a minute, yes, Archangel of Healing, Angel who salves and purifies. I guess I said that. And you see my little Callie there. She's sniffing the outed incense. And then we have Archangel Commander. Hey, sweetie pie. Archangel Commander, Angel of Storms and Battles. She's like, what you doing, mama? Archangel of Mysteries, Angel who illuminates the shadow. Archangel of Mysteries. The Golden Shield. So the shield is the Spirit Keeper's version of the Queen suit. And I remember when I was first looking at this, I was like, that's a man. How is that a queen? That's a man. Well, he is the guardian of this sanctuary, Sanctum of Splendor, the Golden Shield. And I believe the Golden Shield, I think this one represents like the Queen of Swords, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think so. I'm not sure. But anyway, the Golden Shield, Sanctum of Splendor. The Ivory Shield, Sanctum of the Immaculate. Every single one of these cards is like a movie. a book in and of itself. Highly rich in symbols. Isn't that gorgeous? Benebell outdid herself with this deck. The Scarlet Shield. This one is the Queen of Swords. Sanctum of the Valiant. And I might have that backwards, so just ignore me. Just look at the little white book. The Ebony Shield. Sanctum of Treasures. Get the headdress. The Shining Flame. And I think the Shining Flames, either those are the Knights or the, yeah, I think that's the Knights. I believe. The Shining Flame. Embers of the Salamander. I remember when I first read that little byline at the bottom. Salamander. And then it came to me. I realized, so that's cute. The Shining Waters. Waves of the Undying. Got Pegasus there. There is definitely nothing cute and fluffy about this deck. It is deep and heavy but very easy to read. I absolutely love her work. The Shining Gale, Winds of the Sylph. Winds of the Sylph. The Shining Quarry, Caverns of the Gnome. Get that golden orb there. Got the Ohm right there. So much to unbox, unpack in all of the deck. Look at the little fairy right there. Herald of the Flame. And I believe this represents the page. The page. Herald of the Flame. Awaken the Brilliance. I would love to be one little brain cell in the brain of Benebell Wynn to figure out how she is able to syncretize and bring so much wisdom and knowledge from all four corners of the globe. It's just freaking amazing. Herald of the Waters. Inspire the Prodigy. Herald of the Winds. Another one of my favorite cards. Reminds me of the gypsy that lives deep inside of me. It's like a little gypsy caravan right there. Ventures of the Dauntless. I want to get a poster made of this one. Be dauntless. Ventures of the Dauntless. Herald of the Earth. Dedications of the Adept. Four of Scepters. The Demiurge. Four of Scepters. The Hollow Void. Not hallow, but hollow void. Four of Chalices. He's got some tattoos on his arm, much like mine. Not saying I'm going to shave my head, though, although there are times I wish I had 4 arms. The Convalescent. This is another card that intrigues me, the Convalescent. 4 of Swords. The Conservator. 4 of Orbs. 4 of Orbs. It reminds me of the Sistine Chapel. And all of the imagery and the symbolism that Benebell has packed into her deck. There's a reason why her books are over 700 pages, because she really goes through and explains everything. The Contender, 5 of Scepters. The Contender. The grotesque, 5 of chalices. Grotesque, 5 of chalices. The Hector, 5 of swords. I'm very intrigued by the titles, the names that she's given all of these spirits. The Vagabond, 5 of orbs. 5 of orbs. The Vagabond. The Champion, 6 of scepters. 6 of scepters. The Memory Keeper, 6 of chalices. The Quester, 6 of swords. The Giver, 6 of orbs. I get a little tongue twisted almost when I say swords and orbs right after each other. So many rich layers in this. Can you see all of those layers? The Dark Horse, 7 of scepters. It's freaking awesome. The Corruptor, 7 of chalices. Yeah, very cool. The Rogue, 7 of swords. So you better protect that hair before it gets chopped off. The Gardener, 7 of orbs. The Sharpshooter, 8 of scepters. The Defector, 8 of chalices. Is that a mermaid right down there? Anubis? No, that's not Anubis. I cannot remember the name of that one. That's definitely a mermaid. You have the Philosopher's Stone there. Wow. I'm going to look forward to the Book of Maps, which you also, when you order Benebell Wynn's deck, she sends out an email to you. And you receive all of the books in PDF format. And you also have an option to purchase through Hulu, the actual hard copy. And she only marks it up by $1. So she makes $1 off of every sale. And she keeps the price low, so to make the books affordable. Or you can just use the PDF. The Captor, 8 of swords. The Journeyman, 8 of orbs. I am doing my best to get this video going. You know, the part in me that just absolutely loves this deck just wants to sit and ruminate on each ounce of symbolism in there. This maiden, this crone. Well, I guess she's a mother, and that's the crone, and that's the maiden. Just want to take it all in, but for sake of time, going to keep going. The Pugilist, I believe that's how you pronounce it. The Pugilist, 9 of scepters. The Wish Granted, 9 of chalices. And this one, I believe, is Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Durga Ma, sitting on a lotus. And last week when I did receive the deck for the first time in my other deck that I had opened, because I have one deck that I use for when I do my public readings, and I have a separate deck, which will be this deck that I will have on my altar for my own personal readings. And when I first pulled my card that I pulled for myself, what is the path of light for me? It's the Nine of Chalices. The Haunt, Nine of Swords. Another amazing card. The Eminence, Nine of Orbs. The Burdened One, Ten of Scepters. When I see tattoos on the tops of the hands, all I can think about is, oh my gosh, how painful was that? The Joyous One, Ten of Chalices. There's a party going on right here, a celebration. The Destroyer, Ten of Swords. That looks like that was a party as well. Oh, and last but not least, the Dynasty, or it's in England, the Dynasty. Ten of Orbs. So there you have it. It's just like, look at the rich layers. Oh, I cannot wait to meditate and dive into this deck. I hope you enjoyed getting a preview of Benebell Wynn's latest Spirit Keepers Tarot, the Revelation edition. And again, you can find your copy on her website, and extremely reasonably priced for a limited edition first run. And the deck box is very good quality. It always drives me crazy sometimes when I've gotten a couple of decks where the box was where all the energy went to, and then the cards were thin and flimsy. All of the energy went to everything in this deck, including hand-signed, individual hand-signed certificates of authenticity. And everything has an amazing, her anointing oil that she put on. So the box is its own little sanctuary that you set up, a little shrine, a little sanctuary that you set up when you do your readings. So that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can go to Benebell Wynn's website. I believe it's benebellwynn.com/pre-order. I believe that's what it is. I'll put it in the link below. Thank you for being here. I wish you peace and great bliss. Until next time. Bye-bye. Howdy, Tan Hawk. I see you. Thank you. Peace.